take you along with me in this beautiful sunny, oops, that's not that kind of show. Let me fix this up. This beautiful sunny day with me for a little walk, and I want to share with you guys some thoughts on this ever occurring question, especially from the Mgtow community and Red Pill community, is what does she bring to the table? What do women bring to the table? And things like that. Of course, I am speaking with my perspective. Some of you know I'm from Eastern Europe and we have a particular way of doing things. So what do women bring to the table? Well, first of all, they bring the idea of a table. There is no table without a woman. Have you ever noticed? Thank you for this lovely noise. Have you ever heard of, have you ever seen many men? Good morning, good afternoon, guys. Have you seen very many men even having a table when they do not have a woman? How many guys really create the homey atmosphere and even have a table? Most men live on a fast food instead of having a table once they don't have a woman, right? Another aspect of this, women bring everything, literally everything, that men do not have. I don't care what you say. I don't care what kind of choices you make in life. You can choose to be without a pair, without not being coupled up. But women literally bring everything that you do not have. Even look at our bodies. We have everything clearly on this live show. Everything that you do not have. Let me guys fix this because this is not the kind of party. And we can talk a lot about how men are not like they used to be, how women are not like they used to be, how world coming to an end. But the truth is, we do need each other. We complement each other. In the modern world, they make us compete, but we have nothing to compete for or nobody to compete with, because we are complementary, and that's just how the world works. So women literally bring everything that you do not have, physically, emotionally, in terms of building things, creating family. It always takes masculine and feminine. We are not better, women are not better than men, and men are not better than women. So I mean, I see guys working in a high temperatures, doing their work, working very, very hard, at 110 degrees. We could not do that, right? We need you guys, but you need us. And my third point would be this. Don't want to go in too much detail. I just want to keep it light. My third point is that, if you ask yourself a question, if you're with a woman and you even have that, oh my God, I feel lilacs. If you are with a woman and you ask yourself the question, oh, what does she bring to the table? That automatically means you are with the wrong woman. If you ask that question, it definitely means that you are not where you want to be, or you are not with the woman you're with. Okay, I'm gonna stay in the shade for a bit, just tell you guys hi. I should make, if I have an opportunity, guys, I wanna, maybe for my Patreons, I just wanna vlog around this incredible historical neighborhood and show you the beauty of it. If my Patreons want me to do it, I'll do it for the Patreon, just to show in the houses, maybe answering some questions. I know about you guys, I love historical homes. Hi guys, hello. Let me read some of your comments. If she's Ukrainian, she brings traditional family. That's very true, Robert. Hello, Elizabeth. So nice to see you, my dear friend. Bill, good to see you as well. Natalia, hello, Natasha. I assume you speak Russian, I'm pretty sure. And she says, we make one another complete. Yes, very, very true. Well, Natalia, if you know, right now in the Western world, men are being overwhelmed with um, all the feminist movements, which is going a little bit overboard. And they are getting to the point when they say, oh, we don't need you, you bring nothing to the table. And it's literally not true. It's absolutely not true. And I have not even mentioned, of course, the physical, the emotional part of any healthy human being. We were not created to be by ourselves. We were not created to be loners that we are becoming. I am not a feminist. Do I look like a feminist? LOL. You should watch my channel so you will know whether I'm a feminist or not. So if I say that we need men, how can I be a feminist, especially the modern feminist, right? Yeah. So anyhow, so men right now are just, I do understand where your frustration coming from, but if your frustration coming from dissatisfaction of kind of quality women you get and social dynamics, I do understand that, but it doesn't mean that it changes the nature of things or nature of people, right? You know what, I wonder if I can, guys, I'm sorry, I think I'm gonna, oh, it doesn't let me turn my camera a different way, but okay. All right, so it doesn't mean that our nature is changing. It doesn't mean that anything else is changing. Our needs are changing. I just think it's extremely, I watched some people for a little bit who are on the other side, and I realized I literally can't watch them or relate to them because they deny the very nature of things. We literally bring to the table everything for each other that we do not have. Inspiration, courage, support, love, children, coziness, And once again, I would just say, women bring the idea over table. I have to hold my camera because it's falling. Women bring the idea over table, guys. I'm going to read your comments in just a minute when I get to a cooler spot because I am on fire today. But I want to share some sunshine with you on this beautiful day. I think it's Wednesday. I am not the right person to ask about the day of the week. But, sometimes, women, we need that, masculine frame for things because some women are very talented, they're very creative, they can create literally magic, they can inspire you. Hi. Good, thank you. They can literally inspire you to activate every single cell in your body to become a better version of you, but sometimes they cannot find a direction. Like right now I'm walking in this neighborhood, it's gonna take me a hot minute to find where I came from because God saved on that talent. So you know what I mean? So we literally complementing each other, and there is nothing, and it will never change. No matter how many movements they will create, it will never change. Okay. Let me stand over here for a second and read some of your comments. I just started watching your videos. Oh, okay, then you don't know. No, I'm definitely not a feminist. We are traditional, and we are on our channel. We are working on realizing how important it is to have those good old values. They do not really change. It's just people are too lazy and they like to blame society that, oh, women are not the same, men are not the same. But are you doing your work? Are you making things better? Are you just complaining about everybody else? And that's your job. So what about you? So on this channel, we're also talking about understanding women's nature and how men can be more effective in relationships with women. Of course, I started my channel with talking about Eastern European ladies, as they seem to be the biggest representatives still of traditional values. They still looking for all the things from the men. They have respect for men and appreciation for them, but it doesn't mean that, you know, just because things are trending, it doesn't mean that right now as we speak there are no families or no couples that do not have you know, understanding love and relationships. Yes, social media will make you think that literally the world is collapsing, colliding, and life is over. Literally, I watched a few videos, you know, I want to know how other people think, you know. I don't mind, like, you know, learning about others and other points of view. I want to understand where people on the other side are coming from, but even listening to this is extremely toxic. It's not very pleasant. So anyway, guys, I just want to share with you a few things. I may try to do like maybe one long live this week if possible, or maybe next week. Write some comments, some questions, things that are on your mind. We are living in a time where you can be literally anybody you want. You can find people by their hobbies, you can find people by their beliefs, and they're trying to make us to scare us and tell us, oh, you know, world is colliding, nothing is the same anymore, this and this. But you know, life is continuing, and people want to live meaningful life. You can't really create and produce a lot when you have only masculine or only feminine. You can't. Even in business, you know, when I connect with people, I'm sometimes a little bit in my masculine because I'm delivering something, but I also want to be in my feminine. I want to be supportive and just can relate and empathize. But if I wouldn't have masculine, then I wouldn't be able to run anything. I wouldn't be able to hold, you know, to take care of a bank account. I would not be able to take care of responsibilities and things like this. So we all have feminine and masculine in us, but you know, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, when it comes to productivity in general, we need both. Just like in our relationships, in life, in everything, there is feminine and masculine. You know, we have beautiful homes and we have flowers around them. By the way, guys, I absolutely have to show you this tree. Look how beautiful that is. I believe it's a willow tree. So beautiful. So beautiful. And you see those beautiful pink flowers. That's the feminine right there. So, you know, everything is not nearly as bad that people trying to tell us. Maybe, yes, you know, Ukrainian women, of course, are probably the most, I would say, Ukrainian, Russian, Slavic women, and also Middle Eastern, you know, Middle Eastern and Indian. They, you know, in these cultures, you know, there is still, you know, a lot less confusion. They do not ask what women bring to the table because they know. And most important thing that I can't believe I did not mention, women bring to the table your future, the generation that will prolong you or over here, especially if you're a productive man. That's one thing that, you know, it would be interesting to have a discussion with a Mgtow person or a representative, because the women bring to the table, they literally prolong your life, your genes here. They prolong your genes on this planet. So if you were a productive man, or you are a productive man, if you had created a legacy, if you had created knowledge, financial abundance, I don't know, maybe you had created a new school of thought, or, you know, you created a business that helped in changing people's lives. So how do you ask what women bring? They literally bring your eternal life, because when you are together, you create a fruit of your love, and that is your child, which will carry your genetics and prolong you eternally. If you had some, and you know, the thing is, most of people have things in them that should be prolonged. Yes, you know, I would not recommend you know, prolonging life of criminals. I think there are certain people that probably better off not to prolong themselves. But even those faulty people that, I mean, faulty genes sometimes can be changed and repaired. Sometimes people who have criminal past or abusers have beautiful children as well. But it's not our goal to try to, we are not focusing. Women, women so often get blamed for hypergamy, but women are naturally hypergamous, and it's a beautiful thing because they are procreate from the best man, from the most productive, most talented, most I don't know, most successful in all the ways possible. So there is nothing wrong with that. Our goal is to create the future, continue life on Earth. That's what the main thing. I guess I left for the lust. What women do, they continue life on Earth. Of course, they do need your contribution, but they do the most work on that. That's why men in Eastern European culture, in Middle Eastern, in Indian culture, Pakistani culture, they're not sitting there, oh my God, you are absolutely useless, woman. They know exactly what women do. And in those cultures, by the way, a lot of women still do not work. They do not have a job or career. Their main focus is raising a family. And this is not for everybody, but it just tells you that their men do not question what kind of what women do bring to the table. So these are my thoughts on this beautiful, very hot, very gorgeous afternoon. I may, if I have a chance, guys, I can't promise you that. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, right now here it's very, very hot, and guys doing hard labor. Probably, boiling in our clothes, but we need you guys. We definitely need you in everything you do. So I think they are doing some construction work. Man, I would die doing construction work the first second of it. Who is on Earth disliking this video? Let them dislike the video, I don't care. People are, guys, misery loves company. So when I talk about inspiring things, about beautiful things, and just kind of going back to common sense, miserable people always have, they feel a lot more comfortable to knowing that there is no options, there is no choices, life is over, we're only gonna have feminists and Mgtow and red pill and God knows what, so there is no prosperity, life is ending, everything is over. So this way you don't have to succeed, right? Think about this. Why on earth you need to be striving for something if somebody tells you, oh, everything is closed, life is over, then you have an excuse to not be productive. You have an excuse to not achieve anything because, obviously everything is bad, But when somebody is achieving something, when people create families, businesses, schools, doing great things in their life, if you had not achieved that, it makes you look bad. And for, Mgtow guys and feminists, feminist women cannot relax. They cannot create also peaceful, beautiful environment. So they have to say that men are bad. They don't know. We're not taught how to be with a man, how to let him lead. That family is important. That our connections in this world is so important, being together and creating those fruits of labor. Well, literally, right? So yeah, they're just non-productive. They cannot create it. So is Mgtow guys. They cannot commit. They have a whole bunch of issues, and if they see people creating things that they cannot create, makes them look bad. So that's why they need to create all these teachings on how women are toxic, and feminists creating all these things about how men are horrible abusers, but in reality is neither nor. neither this and nor that, you know, in any size, shape, or form. But it's just really easier to blame somebody and say, you know, that's just how it is, you know, and life's over. Life is not over, for sure. Can't read your messages right now till I get to some cooler spot. I honestly forgotten where I came from. I have a few more minutes. So anyway, guys, meanwhile, I'm just sharing thoughts with you. Let me know where I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm gonna get lots of hate from certain people, but I don't care. I get lots of love too, so I focus on that. And I recommend everybody focus on the positive. So that's can't go wrong when you focus on the positive and the things that actually can be productive. I actually think I think I have to go that way, but that's okay. Yeah. Just 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go in the shade. I'm gonna read a few comments. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you have to ask these questions, if you need to keep a score, who brings what, it's a bad sign already. You know, in a relationship, when somebody start the score, I did this for you, you didn't do that for me, you know it's gonna be bad. Oh my gosh, I think this is some kind of, guys, this is so beautiful. I'm just gonna show this to you. So beautiful. I don't know, I think it's some kind of museum. I see a woman sculpture in a fur. Or maybe it's just somebody's home. So like whimsical, mysterious. Yeah, I think it's some kind of little museum of sorts. I don't know, every home looks here like a little old museum. So maybe I will make for my Patreons. Elizabeth, you are also in Scotland. If you want to see some beautiful parts, I will, where I am at. Oh yeah, this is my favorite home. Oh my God. And I think somebody special had lived in this home. It's so tiny, but it's so whimsical, kind of fairy tale-y. So I think, let me guys get to the shade because I need it. I'm a northern person. Yeah, one thing is I can resolve some things. I can help people understand each other. I can help you guys understand Russian, Ukrainian women. But one thing I cannot do is find a direction when it comes to walking. That's why you'll never, or driving. Like, thank God, whoever created GPS, God bless you for 100 million years to come. Whoever created GPS, the guy who created GPS, God bless you and your family, because I would never make no appointments. I would never make it to see a friend. I would never, without GPS, that would be a lost cause. So I know I could use a map, but it's not the same. Talking map is better. So, hi guys. I know, John Barkas, thank you so much for this. John is saying feminism and Mgtow go hand in hand. The world needs tradition and gender roles. I agree. The world needs some orders. The world needs some classic things that proven to be working for millions of years, right? People looking at me thinking, man, what is she talking about? Hi. Thank you, Vane. Thank you for suggesting some wisdom, some wise thoughts. Yes, but yes, feminism in Mgtow denying the very base of human nature, denying the very base of human laws. You know, man hanging with man all the time is really weird. It's kind of homo, you know, it's weird. I'm not gonna go into it, but you know what I mean. Thank you for posting. Yes, guys, if you want to join my Patreon, I think I'm going to make a special video for a Patreon in this while I'm being here. So thank you so much for joining, guys. And also we can have talks and live chats, and if you need some support in your international relationships, so you just want to like-minded people, join the club. We are growing slowly but surely for and I appreciate you all. Everybody who is signed for some of my services, I'm gonna start mid next week, so please do not take it personally if I don't respond to you. It's never personal. I respond to everyone, and if I did not respond to you, maybe your email was somehow lost. Oh, thank you for the compliments. Thank you, guys. So anyway, my dear friends, I gotta go. I gotta find my direction right now because somebody is waiting for me. Or, I mean, okay, let me, sorry for this, but am I upside down? No. it didn't let me move. My arm my arm hurts a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little bit. So I'm done with the topic. So this is just so beautiful. Look, I think it must have been like a gymnasium of some sorts. What a beautiful, beautiful building. You know, it's just amazing. So my dear friends, I just again wanted to give you some sunshine, some positive thoughts, and you know, like plus and minus. I mean, there is not much change. Plus is plus, minus is minus, and opposites attract. Somebody asked me one time, Veronica, do opposites attract in Ukraine? And my question is law of attraction or law of gravity works in US and does not work in Ukraine? To understand Ukraine simply is just basically the traditional dynamics of things. And yes, you know, things are changing also. You know, things are changing. Women are becoming more, you know, a lot of women starting their careers. They are becoming more prosperous. They do not need a man to survive now, but they still want a man. They don't want to, you know, they don't want to be, how to say this? They don't want to do it themselves. Even those women who are extremely successful, I mean, they only sometimes decide to do, okay, I gotta show you this too. They only sometimes decide to do certain things. This is really pretty. It's actually a school, an elementary school, man. I have to tell you honestly, my Soviet elementary school looked a lot different. I probably would have a lot more fun if that would be my elementary school, that's for sure. But anyway, you know, things work just like, wait, I'm sorry. Things are still works on a similar principles, you know, there's plus and minus. I wasn't the best in physics, but there are certain laws of physics and mathematics, whether you know the laws or you don't know the laws, they still work. So to wrap up this session, you know, for my feminist dislikers and my Mgtow, you know, people who seem to not enjoy my topics, you know, you probably will not find a lot of satisfaction on this channel, because no matter what you say, people are still doing and still creating, and women still bring value and men still bring value, and together we are power. Superpower, because anything that can multiply is powerful, right? If you can, how do you know you're in the right relationship? Everything you have is multiplying, all the good stuff. Okay, water on my face is multiplying for this very, very warm afternoon. So I'm gonna wish you a wonderful day. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully I will have a moment to do my regular live show sometime, but before that, share your thoughts under the video. If you have a minute, share your thoughts. Tell me what you're disagreeing with and or you agreeing with, and